I'm Casey. I'm an SPTA. I'm going to take you through the passive range of motion skill check on the upper extremity. Reasons why we do this is to maintain joint range of motion and to promote synovial fluid in the joint and to promote further blood flow to that area. I'm going to start out with shoulder flexion and extension. It's important to let the patient know what you're doing. Let them know that it's give me your full arm. You shouldn't have to do any of the work. I'll do it all. And there should be no pain with this. And to support each joint as you do it. So this is extension and deflection. It's important to make sure the pillow's out of the way so that you can get the full range of motion. And next we're going to go to horizontal adduction and abduction. So we're going to start with adduction and then abduction. It's important to do this in a slow, rhythmic pattern, not jerky. You want the patient to feel comfortable and that they can trust you. And then next we're going to go into just abduction. It's important to keep the thumb up with this so that it moves the tissues out of the way so there's no impingement problems. And you want to take them through their full range of motion each time. And you want to be asking the patient, is there any pain with this?
No.
Then next, we're going to go to external and internal rotation. If you just want to slide on the table for me. And you want to make sure that the shoulder is at 90 degrees, just so there's no impingement problems. Sometimes if you need to put a towel or just your hand underneath here. So we're going to start with external rotation and internal. So internal rotation and external. And then next we're going to move down to the elbow joint with some flexion and extension. And if they're really hypermobile, they have some excessive extension, you can place a towel or just your hand underneath so that they can get into full extension. You want to be watching their face to make sure that they don't tense up or show signs of pain. And then next we're going to go to pronation and supination. And then wrist flexion and extension. And then radial deviation and ulnar deviation. So ulnar and radial. And then finger flexion, extension, flexion, extension, then thumb flexion, and abduction, adduction. So if this was my patient, it's important to keep doing this until they can move to active assistive range of motion where they can help. This is just to prevent further range of motion loss. So it's important that we do this 3 times a day, every day until the patient is ready to progress. And that concludes our passive range of motion skill check.